This is called If I Didn't Love You, I Wouldn't Lie to You. The holiday season, like any season, basketball, football, etc., is about perspective. With the holiday season, and I'm referring to Christmas specifically, as all the other traditions don't yield anywhere near the same economic impact. So with Christmas, there are 4 different perspectives. Obviously there are more, but as far as the government of the USA is concerned, there are only 4. There are parents who have children who believe Santa Claus is real, children who believe that Santa Claus is real, parents who have children who no longer believe Santa Claus is real, and there are children who have realized their parents have been lying to them about pretty much everything since they have been born. It's this last perspective that we'll waste time on tonight. One of the most traumatic events of our youth is the discovery that the fat, happy man with no health ailments who slides down your chimney without ever getting his unflattering red and white velvet outfit dirty. Yes, Santa Claus. The man who brings us gifts on Christmas Eve, or Christmas Day if your parents are mean. He does not exist. St. Nicholas is real, or rather was real, but he is now dead, and in heaven with George and Rosemary, also known as the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy. But that's a different story. So it is during the Christmas season in office buildings across our great country from sea to shining sea that people who happen to be parents tell other people of the same demographic the heart-wrenching tales of how this child or that one has discovered that Santa Claus, his wife, who doesn't even have a name by the way, his flying reindeer, his house and factory at the North Pole, on the sea ice, and all the jolly, dexterous little elves are not in fact real. These people who have children tell how awful they felt when they saw their child explode into tears when they had to confirm the rumor they heard at school, or from their asshole older brother named Chad, that Santa Claus is not real. Brothers named Chad, by the way, typically are skilled at the infamous bullying convention of the 1990s known as gleeking. If you don't know what that is, we can go back there and I'll show you later. Or over there, doesn't matter. The Chads, are also known to consume nacho cheese Doritos and Mountain Dew and then hold you down and burp on you. Santa Claus, on the other hand, he will never burp on you. But that's mostly because he does not exist. In my life, I've had the opportunity to have a lot of different jobs and a lot of different office buildings. Over the course of my checkered employment history, I've witnessed many parents commiserate on the unraveling of this web of lies they tell to their children. But I've never heard one of them say, you know what? I'm going to stop lying to the people I love. So why do we do this? Why, generation after generation, do we continue to perpetuate this ridiculous lie and put our children and ourselves through it? A recent survey I fabricated might give us a clue. It found that in the United States of America, or America, as a recently proposed GOP bill would have us call it, it is more acceptable to raise your children to believe that there is no God than to raise them to believe there is no Santa Claus and flying reindeer. Included a mutated one with a bioluminescent nose. But we're not here to bash Americans. No, this is Christmas. We're here to bash people from other countries. Take the passive-aggressive people of Switzerland, for instance. These non-committal, watchmaking pacifists tell their children not that Santa Claus comes calling on Christmas Eve, but that little baby Jesus himself brings gifts to all on a reindeer-drawn sleigh. The baby Jesus, who was just born to a virgin in a barn. The Swiss have him tramping all over the mountains on Christmas Eve, his birthday, in the dark, leading a team of ruminants with only his little halo to guide him. That's what they tell their children in between bites of Toblerone. And these multi-tool manufacturing chocolate eaters are not even the worst. In the Czech Republic, parents tell their children that old Saint Nick, whom they call Svanty Mikolas, he climbs down to earth from heaven on a golden rope in the company of an angel and a whip-wielding devil. If you are a good little boy or girl, you will get presents, and if you are bad, you will get whipped. So in civilized places like Nebraska, when the rosy-cheeked children are informed by Chad that Santa isn't real, they ask, "Who's been eating the cookies and milk all these years?" In the Czech Republic, the bearded little boys and girls ask, "Well, who in the hell has been whipping me?" So, all over the world, humans can agree on one thing and one thing only. It's okay to lie to children about crazy things as long as those crazy things bring them presents. But the real reason, I suppose, that we feel compelled to lie to our little ones has more to do with magic than it does with our unexplainable compulsion to hurt the ones we love. We want to believe in magic. The bed of money J.K. Rowling sleeps on is proof of that. Magic is what transforms the rioting of Black Friday into the Christmas spirit compelling us to buy each other drinks tonight. Magic is what makes the cheap, temperamental lights of a Christmas tree fill us with warmth. And never mind that every gift you will ever give will end up at a Goodwill or in a landfill. The feeling of magic is what we're trying to capture when we wrap them, bow them, and place them underneath a dead or petroleum-based plastic tree. Magic is easy to create, but it's even easier to destroy. Just like the smell of nacho cheese Doritos can make a grown man sick to his stomach and break out in a cold sweat, so too can truth destroy the magic of Christmas. So, if in order to preserve the magic, the baby Jesus needs to drive a sleigh through the mountains in the dark, or if Santa needs to descend down from heaven on a rope with his posse, or just squeeze his fat ass down your filthy chimney, so be it. Let's continue to lie to our children. It's Christmas after all.